Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 13th of June and this time I have some news for you from Valve, as after months of speculation they have finally announced a rather massive technical overhaul to Dota 2, and they are dubbing it Dota 2 Reborn, and they are revamping and changing nearly every part of the game, starting of course with the base elements, that being the engine itself. Now, Valve hasn't actually said which engine they're going to be using, they just say a new engine in their blog post, but it's a rather safe assumption to make that it will be the Source 2 engine, and will be very shiny indeed, and should bring considerable performance improvements to Dota 2, but that is not the only upgrade. As I said, this is going to be a huge overhaul. There's going to be some pretty big changes coming to the UI, which is seeing top to bottom revisions designed to make it easier to find friends, communicate between games, spectate friends and other players at games, and organise tournaments via in-game streaming and also stat tracking as well. And they are also going to be addressing Dota 2's rather large reputation as a game with a pretty much completely vertical learning curve, with greatly enhanced training tools including guided bot games, instant hero tryouts and more. Now, they are planning to release more information about how the new custom game system is going to work in Reborn early next week, with plans to release the beta client for Dota 2 Reborn late next week. And the announcement suggests that the upcoming International Dota 2 Championships will be played on the current stable client, however, as of course they are going to be working out the last few kinks in the new version, and of course they don't want to be throwing a tournament into turmoil by giving them a completely reworked version when of course they've been practicing for months on the version we all know and love. Now, this sounds pretty awesome. I have to admit, I really want to get into Dota 2, but I just don't have the time. It's a very demanding game. It wants you to practice, it wants you to know all the builds. It is a very demanding game. The learning curve, as I said, is pretty much vertical. That's how it should be. It's a challenging game, is a rewarding game. And if you don't like a game where you have to pour hours and hours in it to actually be any good, then obviously Dota 2 is not the choice for you. I feel like I would enjoy it if I had the time. Perhaps that these tutorial things will help me, but I don't even have time to play StarCraft 2 anymore, and that's a pretty hard game, but as the beginner level, not too bad, but obviously as you get further on, it gets harder and harder with the learning curve. So maybe if I have time to play that game, I have time to play this game. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll definitely give it a go when it actually comes out in its new and improved form, though. Anyway, that's me done for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.